So, you have a Bad Batch episode idea for me? Yes, sir, I do. So, we're on episode 6 of this series now, and I figured it's time we make another filler episode. Amazing. So, what happens in this thing? Trace and Rafa. What? Trace and Rafa. Who's Trace and Rafa? They were these sisters that appeared in season 7 of the Clone Wars, and everyone really hated them, so I figured we could, bring them back. I'm sure the fans will love to see them again. Yes, sir, they will. But for reals, what's the actual plot of this episode? Well, Sid, from the last episode, gives the Bad Batch a mission to retrieve this tactical droid from a scrapping facility for her employer, but Trace and Rafa are also after it. Wow, it's gonna be tough for the Bad Batch to deal with those sisters. Oh, actually, it's gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, after playing hot potato with the droid's head for a few minutes, the Bad Batch and the sisters just kind of start working together. But why? Because they're the protagonists. They can't fight each other, silly. Yeah, but their goals completely contradict each other. How are you going to justify them working together? Yeah, well, I guess I could just throw in a few lines about Rafa not liking Hunter and call it good. Wow. Also, we're going to have this really funny line where Rafa repeats something Trace said, and then Trace says, "Is there an Echo in here?" And then Echo says, "Yes, there is, because Echo's his name." I'm sure that joke won't feel forced at all. Oh, it better not. Anyways, what's going on with the actual members of the Bad Batch? Well, you see, Wrecker, even though he's wearing a helmet, is gonna hit his head so hard that it sort of starts to activate the inhibitor chip in his brain. Oh! And then he'll recover, like, 2 scenes later. Oh, is something wrong? Oh, I was just hoping Wrecker's chip might fully activate in this episode and he'll turn on his friends or something, because that would have been really interesting. Yeah, we might do that in a different episode, but we can't do that now because it would distract from the best thing about this episode. And what's that? The return of Trace and Rafa, baby. Of course. Anyways, in the climax of this episode, the Bad Batch and the sisters are gonna get surrounded by a bunch of police droids. That makes sense. They are trespassing and stealing valuable droid parts after all. So to stop the police, the Bad Batch uses the tactical droid head to reactivate all the other separatist battle droids in the scrapyard and have them fight off the police. And despite literally missing limbs, the battle droids are able to do it. Oh, half-destroyed battle droids taking on an entire police force are tight. Then Rafa gets mad at the Bad Batch because she thinks working with Sid is sketchy. I mean, they didn't even know who Sid wanted the tactical droid for. Don't you think the Bad Batch would have already figured out Sid was sketchy since she had them retrieve a Rancor for the crime lord Jabba the Hutt in the last episode? Okay, I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this. Okay, let me get off of that thing. Oh yeah, and earlier in this episode, the tactical droid head got destroyed, but luckily Tech was able to download information from it onto this data rod thing, and Hunter gives the data rod to Rafa. But why? Well, Trace said they're the good guys, so Hunter trusts them now. That works. Then the sisters and the Bad Batch fly off and go their separate ways. Wait, but what about that army of battle droids they just reactivated? What about them? They're still active. They'll probably try to re-establish the separatist forces or something. Well, they helped the Bad Batch fight the police, so they're definitely good now, if you say so. And then the episode ends with Rafa telling a mysterious person about the clones they just ran into. Yeah, that might as well happen. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like the perfect filler episode to me, so yeah, let's go with it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you couldn't already tell, it was based off of the ScreenRant series pitch meeting featuring Ryan George, so shout out to them. Anyways, yeah, I don't really think I have anything else left to say, so I guess just like and subscribe, and I will hopefully see you next time.